Hey everybody, this is Dr. Carmen Bryant. Thank you for joining me. This is Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. To all the new subscribers, thank you so much for being here. To all of you that have hung in there with me for all this time, I appreciate all the support. And so today's going to be a very brief, a quick video because I'm busy, but because of the fact that I wanted to answer a question. It was a conversation that I had today, and there was a topic that came up, and I had to write it down, and I wanted to address this because I've heard this before. And so it's for me, it's a pretty easy, answer. And I want you to think about this. So the topic is this: what happens when you discard the narcissist at the moment that they're trying to love bomb you? So keep in mind that with a narcissist, everything with a narcissist is a privilege. It's a privilege that you met that narcissist. It's a privilege that they chose you. You have been chosen because you had some qualities or things that they like. They begin to watch when they met you and they talk to you and they begin to talk to you and you start feeling like, oh, this is a good conversation. Hey, pretty interesting individual. And you don't realize at that particular time that, that individual is listening to you, is watching you, is looking on your Facebook page, is checking out your Instagram, is, listening to how you talk. And it could be just a casual conversation, to them is never a casual conversation, but they've decided that I'm going to pursue you. You're somebody I want to pursue. And they've already begun to idolize you in their mind. And so even when you disconnect from the phone call or from the face-to-face, they're already thinking of you. They're thinking of how they want to talk to you, what they want to talk about. They're already deciding in their mind what role they're going to play, how to approach you. They've already begun to calculate how they're going to pull you. And so in that conversation that you've had, maybe once or twice, you begin, because you probably watch a lot of my videos, and Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper, and Associate Direct. And so you are now and Angie Atkinson and all those wonderful people. And you have now begun to pick up some things that you can't quite put your finger on. Remember, those are the red flags. Red flags are not always articulated. Sometimes the red flags are, there's something about that individual that makes me uncomfortable. There's something about that person that just doesn't set right with me. Or there's something about in the conversation that just didn't, like I said something and they dismissed what I said, and they continued this and I said this, and then they dismissed this, and I gave them some boundaries and they dismissed this boundary, or, and you pull back after the conversation, you begin to think about it. And they're saying things that is very similar to the videos. In the videos, remember, everything is slowed down and brought into a moment in time where it slows your mind down, where it slows the actions down for your mind to pick up on what's going on. And so by the time you get off camera, everything speeds back up. And so now you're having this conversation with this individual, and a lot of these nuggets that you've got from the videos, you ting, ting, they're starting to red flag. You're starting to ping, something's not right. Something's not right. Your alert system is up because you have learned. Knowledge is very powerful. As you begin to learn their behaviors, to understand what they do, you may not think you're retaining something, but once you meet someone, all of a sudden these little red flags start going up. Something's not right. Something doesn't set right with me. Even though you may not be able to articulate or put your finger on it. I can't put my finger on it, but something's not right. In the midst of the conversation, or while I'm talking, or things are moving really quick and they're already, and and something is, something don't set right with this person. Something makes me feel a little off. For some of you, that's that moment where you press beyond that. Well, maybe it's just me because I've been traumatized. So you start making up excuses for what you're picking up on. Some of you now have gotten to a point where like, something's not right. And let's say that the next time, second, third time that you talk to that individual, you may decide, hey, you know what? I thought I was ready for this, but I'm not ready for this. Or, hey, maybe we're not going to do this business transaction. Or, hey, you know what? You're not going in the direction that I want to go. So whatever way that you talk and you decide, be prepared that if you discard before they have an opportunity to grab a hold of your emotions, before they can pull you in where it's harder for you to disconnect from them, they will lose it. Their mask falls. Now, some of them have done this long enough where that mask will slip, and you'll see like, I knew it. And some of them, their mask will slip, but then they disconnect from you altogether, because some of them realize this individual here will cause, if you've already disconnected and discarded right at that moment, they realize that you can cause more narcissistic injuries. And so just like you disconnected, be prepared though, that in the midst of the mask slip, if your ears are tuned to them, you will hear them hurl insults. Now, some of the insults may be really quick. Some of the insults may be brief, or some of the insults may be long insults. You may hear them comment and say, well, I don't trust people with red hair, or I don't trust people with brown eyes, or I don't, and you're thinking to yourself, like, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Whatever the insult is, it doesn't fit. It's like it's like an undercut. It's like a quick jab at you, and it's almost like a kid. Well, my dad's bigger than your dad, but it's a quick, and sometimes you may not catch it if you're not paying attention. But usually they'll say something and it doesn't fit into the conversation. Like, what was that? Or sometimes the insults may be long and everything is turned on you. All you know is I don't want to continue the conversation. I'm not interested in the relationship. I don't want the business. I don't want the partnership. Whatever it may be is a slap in their face, is an insult. And if you watch and pay attention, the mask will slip off. And when they realize the mask has slipped off, they have to hurry up and readjust that mask because it happened and it was unexpected from you. They're accustomed to doing certain things with people, and they may not have been prepared for the fact that you caught on so quick. You didn't realize you caught on so quick. All you know is that after you said what you had to say, all of a sudden they begin to insult you, or there's a quick insult, and then that's over. And you're thinking to yourself, that was awkward. That was weird. Or all of a sudden everything is turned on you and you're told how you are, what you are. I can't believe you. I can't believe this. And that mask slips because you caused a narcissistic injury too quick in the game before they got their claws in you, before they got their talons into your soul, into your emotions. And so pay attention to that, because a lot of you are beginning to learn. What I said to another individual, because I'm military minded, is like you going on a hunt for an enemy, or we were always taught in the world of the military to keep your guards up at all time. Always be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the people that you're connected with. Pay attention to their behaviors. Pay attention to their facial expressions, And I always compare it to you throwing a smoke bomb. You throw a smoke bomb into hidden places and it flushes out the enemy. Flushes out roaches. Flushes out stuff that you didn't even know were hidden in dark places. For you to discard really quick, for you to pick up on those red flags and you to act upon them before you invest your emotions into something, if you throw that smoke bomb, all the stuff that was hidden will come out immediately. It may be instantaneously, where if you don't pay attention, you may not pick up on it. And some of you dismiss it and say, well, it's probably me because I've been hurt. No, it's probably not you because it's been hurt. It's probably you picking up on red flags. But you throw that smoke bomb out there and all of a sudden things that were hidden expose themselves really, really quick. It's like being in the dark when you see like those military movies and they throw that flash, or like out in the ocean where they shoot that flash gun and it lights up everything momentarily. When the military, they have that too. They pop that gun and it lights up the area, and you have a moment to take in everything that you see, and then the lights go off. The lights go back out. So in that moment of time where your eyes adjusted to the dark and you could see everything has been highlighted, where you can see everything and take in all the information, and then it goes dark again. You've just saw everything that was hidden in that moment. That early discard, that picking up on those red flags, you responding to the red flags, thinking about it and responding to the red flags, and making an informed decision at that particular time, whether you're uncomfortable or not uncomfortable. And you all of a sudden that mask slips, and either it'll be a brief moment where you'll see, or it'll be a brief moment in which they'll hurl those insults, and then the door closes, and then they do not connect with you either. Be prepared. They may also smear your name to protect themselves because you caught on to them before they had a chance to put their talons in you. And so this is just a brief video. It was a conversation that I had earlier, which I thought was a pretty good topic because someone has asked me about this before. But just to let you know what happens when you discard early when you first. So see, some of you don't have to be afraid of trying a new relationship if you're ready. Some of you guys are not ready. but to keep your guards up and to pick up on those red flags and to respond to those red flags. You don't have to just settle for anything. Don't settle for just anything. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit. No. But if it doesn't fit, don't cram your foot into it. You know, if the shoe size, look for the shoe size that fits you comfortably. Yeah, with comfort. There you go. But remember, when you discard and you pick up on those red flags early and you discard, and it's really not a discard, you're making an informed decision to protect your heart, to protect your interests. You are your greatest investment, and you are protecting your investment. And when you pick up on those red flags and you decide to make a decision that I'm going to cut this relationship off, I'm going to cut it's not even a relationship. I'm going to cut the conversation off. I'm not even going to let you get beyond these boundaries right here. You're not even going to get here. To them, it's a slap in the face. It's an insult. How dare you? You don't stop talking to me until I decide that you stop talking to me. I chose you. You are the chosen one. So if you are the chosen one, how dare you stop your communication with me? I make the choice as to when we stop this communication. And it's not when you deem necessary, it's when I deem necessary. But this is how arrogant they are. This is how they think. So hopefully that answered that question. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am Dr. Carmen Bryant. This is Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button and then hit all so you know whenever I come on live, whenever I post new videos. Also go check out my mentor's YouTube channel. It is Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper. Make sure you subscribe, share these videos. You never know who you're going to help. Those of you that are seeking counseling outside of the state of Washington, you can go to betterhelp.com/Dr. Carmen, and you can find counselors that would assist you with trauma. Those of you who've been traumatized that need a trauma therapist. A lot of you giving me good information, but it's up to you to decide what counselor is a good fit for you. One size doesn't fit all. I don't fit everybody, so one size doesn't fit all. If you are out of the state of Washington, I can provide you with coaching services. Just email me at drcarmenbryant@outlook.com. If you are in the state of Washington, that's the only place that I offer counseling. You're welcome to contact me, and I'll see whether I have availability and whether or not I'm in network with your insurance company. Please do not send me these long emails, because that lets me know that you want a consultation, and I will send you my fees. If you're interested, I will send you my fees. I do have a book out. Go check out on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. It is Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. And you can order the book. You can get a hard copy. You can get ebook. You can get, I think it's Kindle. And also I am on Facebook. I'm Facebook under Psychological Health Consultants and Services. And I'm also under Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. If you look up underneath the video here on YouTube, you are also welcome to... I think some of you guys asked me, I think some of you asked me about donations. So you can find my Cash App and you can find my PayPal link right up underneath that. Thank you guys once again. I really appreciate your support. You guys go and be great.